At age 18, you are fresh off to college. You think that you met the person of your dreams. You start a family, you start to live together, and then maybe over time you realize this isn't exactly what you thought it would be. But by the time you realize it, again, you're engaged and you're starting a life together. Quite literally starting a life together, bringing a life into this world. When things do take a turn and you realize they're not who they thought you were, you realize that you're in this parenting zone on your own. And you just have to get through it on your own. And a whole new trial of trials and tribulations set forth on your path in life. And this is not what you expected. Well, this is exactly what happened to me. But I endured it, I made it through, and I'm going to share a little bit of that with you. After becoming a single parent, I thought, what would I do to support this child? Well, I need a job. I had dropped out of college. I put all of my time and effort into becoming the best mother that I could possibly be. I worked multiple jobs. I was a freelance writer. I worked at a smoke shop, and I door dashed to make it and to support myself and my daughter. At the time, I didn't receive any kind of additional financial support, so it was just us. And at the time I was able to live with my mother, and she helped me graciously, but financially it was not there. And at 2.5 years old, my daughter was finally able to hear. And up until that time, we communicated through sign language. And that was another trial that we had to overcome together, and going to ENT appointments, figuring out why she couldn't hear, why she kept getting ear infections. And everything continued to progress and maybe get a little bit more difficult, but we made it. And a year ago today, I started college again at TVCC. I wanted to give my daughter a better life, and I still didn't know what I wanted to embark on as far as academically. I knew that I needed to get all A's. I needed to work my silly butt off and prove to my daughter that you can do anything, and it doesn't matter what you go through, that if you have some determination, everything's going to be okay. So, graduating this month on December 8th with all A's, hopefully, she'll be able to see that. And a month and a half ago, I finally had gotten my acceptance to Texas Tech University in technical communications, and I'll be able to leverage that with my technical writing and minor in graphic design. So with all of that being said, it's possible. You can achieve everything that you want to do, no matter how hard it is. Even with a child, even 2, maybe 3, it's possible. And it matters with who you have behind you. I've had my best friend, I've had my mother and my family, and they have catapulted me in the direction that I needed to go. And I owe their support and everything. But I'm grateful. Everything is a lesson learned. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone else, but life does happen. But I wouldn't have the drive that I did to accomplish everything I did without my daughter. Everything I do has been for her, and I'm just learning to start to accomplish things for myself, not just for her. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story, and even when life feels a little difficult, it won't be this way forever.